search this on YouTube, you would see of people explaining the situation. Basically, the story goes that the seatbelt chime from the BMW i8 is what makes up the actual melody in the song Sad. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to go out and visit a BMW i8 that my friend has. I'm going to record the exact sample that people are saying was used in Sad. I'm going to take that sample back into FL Studio and try to recreate the beat in order to see if that sample was actually used for the main melody. So with that being said, I'm going to head out and I will see you guys when I'm with the i8. BMW i8. I want to give a huge shout out to Guap Brady for allowing me to come and film the car, man.
Glad to have you, brother. No problem at all.
Now, I'm not going to be driving the car. I don't know if you would want to even trust me driving this vehicle. We're going to reach in here. I can't tell where the sound is coming from, though. I'm assuming it's coming out of the speakers.
I hear the sound mainly come up from the front
From up
right
there?
here, yeah.
Okay, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna get this recording. Okay, we definitely got it. Alright guys, so we are back in FL Studio 12, and as you can see, I have the sample that we just took of the BMW loaded up right here in Edison. We're gonna go ahead and just try to get as close as we can to selecting this part. And then I'm going to trim it down. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and just drop this into our sequencer. Let's go ahead and process the sound a bit just to make it sound a little more like the original. So we're gonna focus on track 10 and go ahead and open up an EQ. If you listen to the original track, from what I remember, there's a ton of reverb on this melody, so we're just gonna absolutely drown it in reverb. Let's go ahead and compare our sample to the original chord of the song, and we'll take a look at how similar they sound so far. So this is our sample, and then this is the original song. So at this point, it does sound like they're playing the same chord. However, I cannot confirm whether or not it's the same exact sample so far. There are some slight differences if you listen very closely. Here's the original song, and then our sample. This could just be an issue with the way that I'm processing the sample. Perhaps I'm not using the same exact VSTs and method that they used. However, there's another way that we can prove whether or not this is the same exact sample, and this is pretty much going to be the deal breaker here. Honestly, guys, I kind of suspected this from the start, just based off general knowledge of sampling. If you have a sample that's already in one key and you try to pitch it down, it won't sound musically correct. Right now, we have that main chord in C5, which is accurate. However, if we try to go down to the next chord in the melody, if we try to shift our sample down, so it's the same chord, but all we're doing is pitching it down, and that kind of creates some dissonance no matter which note that I try to play here. It's just not going to sound like the original. That doesn't mean that the i8 sample wasn't the inspiration for the track. It's pretty clear that X was fond of the BMW i8, and I wouldn't put it past him to say, copy this chord and then make a beat out of it. That would totally make sense, but I cannot end this video without actually recreating the beat itself. So with that being said, let's go ahead and finish off the beat. Now to recreate the melody, I'm actually going to go with Serum, which is a personal favorite of mine. So I think this should be the chord progression. Let's go ahead and give it a listen. Now before I move on, I want to see if there's any way that we can preserve the original sample that we took from the BMW. And that actually
I don't know why I'm using
so let's actually go ahead and combine
Bloodhound. This is the same match that I disconnected with.
The BMW sample for that first chord. And And that's actually not too bad. The next sound that I'm going to work on is going to be that like distorted kind of guitar lead that you hear throughout the track. And that's sounding smooth. I am totally happy with that. It sounds actually really great. All that we have left is just the drums. I think the first drum part that I'm going to work on is going to be the kick. And now we just have the rest of the drums. We'll go ahead and start out with the snare. And then next we'll go ahead and do the hi-hats.
We're being attacked by another squad. Oh god, I can't use bolt hands for shit. Well, of course his dome disappears, man. I should turn the video back on.
We just have a few other perks and stuff like that. There's also a gunshot that I'm hearing throughout the track, so I definitely want to include that. And I think that's pretty much everything, so let's go ahead and give it a listen from the start over here. Now keep in mind guys, we still use that BMW i8 sample in the beginning of the pattern, so let's go ahead and give it a listen from this point here.
Such an intense fight, bro. Ah, for God's sake, man. I don't know, I got a kill on my team and I was literally like gone for the match. Literally. They got a head start. We'll have the grey armor and a wingman G7.
Process behind this, whether or not they use the i8 sample, is really ingenious. So I guess the final verdict of this video is yes, it's definitely possible that the i8 sample was used in the production of SAD. However, I think it's a lot more complex than just taking the sample and pitching it up and down. And for that, I gotta give credit to the producers. Whether or not they used the i8 sample, the production behind this is obviously very forward thinking. But anyways guys, that is my deconstruction of SAD by X. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like it, share it with your friends, and don't hesitate to leave a comment down below letting me know. I can't tell where the sound is coming from though. I'm assuming it's coming out of the speakers.
I hear the sound mainly come up from the front
From up
right
there?
here. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. I'm gonna get this recording. Okay, we definitely got it. Alright guys, so we are back in FL Studio 12, and as you can see, I have the sample that we just took of the BMW loaded up right here.
Just a thought, we can land here. Only when they got to it. This is the best part.
First blood.
Bam goes the boozle. Might be something good there. New kill leader, soon to be me.
Scanning the area. Reloading. Not a hostile on scouting it. Shots fired at me. Reload. Hostile close. Recharging my shields. I am down. Making contact with target. Contact.
She got bamboozled.
Contact target.
Got everything under control.
I need some help over here.
Patch myself up. How about this way? Enemy down.
I'm down.
Shots fired. And they're hitting me. Mirage here to save the day. Reload. Got bamboozled. Look at you.
Contact.
Oh my god, I did so good there.